Go, 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 go.
Well, that was quite nerve-wracking. Last tribal, I'm really thankful I found immunity. I hope that Maddie and I are able to secure our spots, final three. Really sad to see Brian go, but I'm kind of nervous for this next challenge.
I want to see if I can get some immunity here in this next challenge and see how it goes from there. I'm really looking forward to see how it ends up at the end and what happens next year now. So we'll see.
Honestly, I'm really hoping Chris allies with me because she's such a good player and like we need a backup plan, and I think our backup plan is Chris. I'm planning on doing this mostly for my game due to them not making, Hannah and Chris not making any big moves, but I'm gonna try my best and hopefully it'll all play out. I told Hannah to think that she kind of found immunity to David, and we're gonna kind of use that as leverage for him to vote for you. Okay. But then because of that, we'll be golden for voting for David. Okay. So, and the immunity is hidden somewhere near the prairie tribe. I think. Did you guys find one by your camp? Yeah.
Welcome, contestants, to your final challenge. This is your final challenge before going into the last tribal council, which means this is your last chance to ensure you are safe before the final vote and your chance to win $60. The rules of the challenge are you will have 2 minutes to construct the tallest tower of rocks using this whole island. After those 2 minutes, whoever has the tallest tower wins immunity going into the final vote and ensures themselves a spot in the final three. On your marks, get set, go! It looks like Hannah's trying to get smaller, flatter rocks in order to make sort of a pancake tower. Maddie is working on larger rocks, rounder rocks. So far, she's quite a bit ahead of Hannah, but it's looking unstable and I'm not sure how long she's going to be able to keep that up. Matt's making Matt looks to be making like a sort of pyramid with his rocks, which seems to be sturdy, but he looks like he's running out of room to get more height. Whereas Chris is getting some larger, flatter rocks, and she's getting quite a bit of height already on that. Her rocks are stacking up pretty good. It looks like Matt's rocks have collapsed, and he's struggling to just pile as many rocks as he can into a pile, hoping that he can get it up high. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up! Maddie's rock tower looks fairly high. We're going to mark it at the second nub there. Hannah's rock tower was almost non-existent, just for a note. It barely went an inch above the ground, so looks pretty tall here. This one is a bit wider at the base, so we're going to have to take a level, and it looks like it doesn't get quite as high. Finally, Chris, see how yours stacks up. It's a bit easier to measure on here, but it looks like yours is still going to fall short of Maddie's mark. Maddie, congratulations. You have built the tallest tower and won immunity going in to the final 3. The rest of you and Maddie yourself have some deliberations in terms of who you want to vote out for the final 3. I'd suggest you take a moment to collect your thoughts before we head into the final tribal council.
Okay, if you want to make sure that David, Hannah votes for David, I can make sure that David votes for one of us, and make sure David votes for me. Okay, for you? Okay.
I think this will be the last time you're gonna see me. I believe that I am probably most likely gonna get voted out, but it is fine. I had lots of fun with everybody. Great, amazing people, I think, and this Survivor was incredible. I had so much fun, and that's what it really counts. All the people you meet and how much stuff you got to do with them while you were here. And so I think going into this tribal, I believe that I'm going to be voted out, but I am okay with it.
Welcome to Tribal Council. I'm sure you guys have had lots to talk about, lots to deliberate upon. Throughout the course of this, you've dug deep, you've gone hard, you've really proved yourselves as true survivors. As always, these sticks represent your lives. When the sticks are broken, you have been voted off. Here is your immunity hat. All right, you guys know the rules. If any of you have any immunity idols, okay, they gotta be played here once the vote's done. So you have to play any immunity idols before moving forwards. All right, so is anything interesting, any deliberations? I mean, last tribal council was a complete blindside, I think both for Luke and for Boyan. And clearly that really stirred the pot around camp. Now, over the course of the last challenge and your little last hour and a bit at camp, I'm sure you've had lots to consider. What has arisen as the main topic of discussion, or is there anyone who's maybe been singled out for the vote?
You can't really be sure at this point in the game because everybody else has had their own private conversations in that you may not even know about, and the fact of the matter is that only the people with immunity are actually going through, and it all depends on
Who has the immunity and who doesn't. Because at this point, we don't know who has the immunity except for Maddie.
So Maddie here is clearly a sort of a swing vote because she knows she's not getting voted out, so she can vote for really whoever she wants. So if she's maybe better friends with someone or has gotten to talking with people, that might make her a dangerous player. So is there anyone who thinks they maybe have the edge in terms of Maddie's vote?
I'm dead, man.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know. I didn't have time to talk to anybody. I didn't talk to anybody during our break, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go.
Well, Boyan at his first tribal council, it was a very similar situation. One guy, Boyan, and all girls, and Maya ended up getting blindsided. So you never know. Maybe there's a plot, and Boyan was certain that he was dead. Boyan was, all right, without further ado, I'm done talking. Let's get to voting. All right, Maddie? Thank you. Hannah? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And Chris.
Always had any like thing to say about the votes?
Well, you can't.
No, I was talking. I was like, yeah, I was kind of quiet though, so I'll just subtitle it.
Thank you. Chris. David. Chris. And finally, David, you are safe. Chris, you have been voted off the island. Chris's life.
You all.
I think I have a pretty good shot at winning this entire thing because I think I've made some pretty strategic plays and fought through a lot of hardships and like plans that have gone wrong, and now I just want to make sure it all comes together. Hopefully Chris and Hannah go to the plan and we get David off, but let's just see it tribal.
Welcome to your final stay here at Tribal Council. This is the final chance you have to prove to the juries why you are the ultimate survivor and deserve to go home with $60. You'll start with your opening remarks, each one of you going one by one, at which point in time the jury will each ask you a question, to which each of you will issue a response. Then, after you have all issued responses to all of the questions, you will issue a closing statement, at which point in time the jury will vote. Whoever receives the most votes is the winner and the ultimate survivor. Are you folks ready? All right, Maddie, we'll start with you.
Okay, first off, I came into this game show thing not knowing anybody, so I didn't know like how tight everybody was together, like who the friends were, and I think I did a pretty good job building an alliance even within my own tribe. Blindsiding Maya was part of my idea along with Boyan, and I feel like I did a lot of strategic moves throughout the game and even ended up voting somebody that was in my alliance, for which I'm sorry for. That's it.
Hannah?
Well, I came here not really expecting to get this far, so I'm really thankful that you guys kind of kept me in the game, and I originally was going to vote Boyan out, and it was a good decision to work with you. You're a really good player, and I was really happy that I got to work with you, and it was really good to get to know you too, Chris, and sorry about the blind side, but it was for the game.
David?
I came to this game mainly, to be honest, just like meet new people, but unfortunately most of the people here I knew. Yeah. So.
All right, Luke?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do when I'm actually voting for the winner is I'm gonna vote for the person that played the best game. So that means the person that actually strategized, the person that did not follow orders, they actually created the orders. I want that person to win, because if you're just a follower in this whole game, I don't think you deserve it, especially if you didn't win enough challenges. So David, you did very well. I am also surprised you made it this far.
Thanks.
Sorry about our alliance. Oh well.
Yeah.
Hannah, you were kind of just a pawn this whole game. Nothing else I gotta say, that was pretty bad. You didn't really play, no offense, but look where you are. Maddie, you played a great game. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna have a question and a statement. David, what did you do? What was the thing that you did that got you here?
That got me here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't really do anything.
Hannah, what was your biggest move?
Blindsiding Maya. That was harsh. We had made an alliance from the get-go, and we were getting very close, and I went along with Maddie, and it worked out. So.
What was the biggest move you made, Maddie?
I'd have to say blindsiding Chris, because she made a lot of strategic moves throughout the game, so she was definitely the biggest threat in the final 3. So although she's a great player, I had to vote her out. And luckily, everything just kind of went in my favor, and I got that chance.
Why? I want each of you to say which of the other people sitting there you want to win. Like, so you can't say yourself, but who out of the other 2 people sitting on that bench with you right now, which of them would you want to win? Yeah, sure.
Alright, so I'm gonna go with Hannah, because although sometimes she was a follower throughout the game, she did make her own decision at the start to join up with you and I instead of going with Maya, which took a lot of courage and took a lot of strategy.
I want Maddie to win. She was a huge leader in this. She definitely got me to do a lot of things, and she made a lot of strategic moves and blindsided people in getting what she needed to do to win.
David?
I think Maddie, I think mostly because, like she said in the beginning, she was stating, but she should win because she didn't know anybody here, and yet she made it this far. She was able to compete and win these challenges, plus make alliances and strategic moves that I was not expecting, and it got her this far.
Yeah.
So
Good, thank you.
Why did you blindside me? Was I that big of a threat?
You were a total threat, dude. You made one of the biggest changes in the game by getting rid of Boyo.
Okay, Hannah.
Honestly, you were a big threat. You were someone who was really outgoing, and you talked to a lot of people, and you really tried to get in people's heads and work with them. So that's why you were a huge threat, and you blindsided us, and you got Boy on out, and that was a huge surprise.
David?
to be honest,
I knew that you're gonna vote for me. Kind of figured.
I was actually, no offense, I was gonna vote for Hannah, but I had a sense that she had an idol, so it was my vote was not gonna really count, and so I just last second I was just like, the only person I can really vote is Chris. Something I'm not proud of course, but that's pretty much the reason. I also think that you're pretty dangerous in this game, so it kind of all those reasons just back up my decision at the end.
Yeah, that's all what I really want to say.
Just some brief closing remarks, please.
Thank you all for playing the game with me. It was nice meeting you, and it was nice working with you, even if it were for some brief moments, Luke. And I just want to thank you all for such a great experience that you've given me.
I want to thank you all for letting me do this. It was a lot of fun. It was great to get to know you guys a lot more. You're some really great people, and I'm really happy that I got to make some new friends.
I want to thank, of course, all of you, and because I would have made it this far without any of you guys, and I'm really thankful for it. And it's awesome to get to know each other here, and to be able to do the things we did as a group and maybe individually. But it was just fun, and it was just something I would like to do in the future. Okay.
Maddie, M-A-D-D-I-E. Maddie, M-A-D-D-Y. And the winner of the second season of Survivor Alberta is Maddie, M-A-D-D-I.